Hello, ma'am. My name is Sonali. I'll be taking your interview today. I
Hi,
hope you're
Sonali.
comfortable.
Yes, you look so pretty.
Thank you, ma'am. It's safe
Yes.
for you.
Thank you.
So, as we all know, Anveshi has a very huge fan following. So, I would like to know what is Anveshi and who is Anveshi behind the camera?
Well, Anveshi is an introvert. Behind the camera, she is somebody uh, who doesn't have a lot of friends or people, because I'm a very private person, and I think I chose to be this way because I'm extremely protective of my dreams. So what you see is like an iceberg, right? So the work that goes into wanting, desiring, then working, then manifesting on it is the below of the iceberg, below the water that is not seen. What you see is the tip of the passion and the sincerity that I have for my dreams. And I think if I have to define myself in one word, then that would be that I take pride in calling myself a self-aware person. And I know a lot of people think they're very self-aware and all that, but I do take pride in it because I think this is the single most asset that I have really worked on, because I know the power of it.
Definitely, and we understand the most famous people often walk alone. They have heard the stories for the same.
Okay.
So, my next question will be: when did you first realize that you are becoming famous?
Oh my God. So it was a phone call that happened after the release of my first show. I got a call saying, I want to interview you, ma'am. And I got repetitive many calls from many news channels. And I said, what is happening? I don't know. And then somebody on the phone told me that, Anveshi, we are wanting to interview you because you're the most, we said it so casually, because you're the most good actress, and we want to know how you're feeling about it. I said, sorry, what? How am I the most, what happened? With the no ma'am, people are Googled you. And that was the first realization. तो जब मैं जहाँ पे मैं रहती थी ना, उसमें खाली कमरा था, कुछ नहीं था, बस उसमें एक वॉलपेपर लगाया हुआ था जिसमें लिखा हुआ था सक्सेस एंड नथिंग लेस. तो सोने के पहले वो मुझे रोज दिखाई देता था. जब मुझे ये फोन कॉल आया and I looked at it and I realized, is this my overnight success that took so many nights already? Am I like kind of comfortable now because I've achieved a little? And that was the realization that is so confusing yet so magical.
That was definitely a very beautiful one. Although if I talk about stories, it doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't happen overnight, right?
The next question is, how do you handle the positive as well as the negative comments?
By not handling it, to be honest. I don't really read. I don't have time for it, one. Second of all, by default, my brain works in such a way that it discards the unnecessary, be it the memories, be it the conversation that I have had with somebody, or be it the things that I need to remember and I don't need to remember. So the filtration that happens in my mind is on such a subconscious level that I naturally don't go to the comments. And if I did, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I'm collecting all the funny mails and funny messages, and I'm thinking I'll make a video or blog out of it, because that's what we do. So that is how I handle positive and negative comments. We don't really read the good ones because they are anyway nice. But me and my friends, when we sit sometime and they're like, "Yeah, Anveshi, kuch पढ़ के बताओ अभी क्या मिला है?" So there is a section in my inbox mail में जिसका नाम है dirty messages or something of that sort. And वहाँ भी we go and I read the mails कि हाँ इन्होंने ये कहा है. So I love reading those things. It's so wonderful.
So basically, you block all the negativity.
Yes.
You already have positive instant sense.
How sweet. Yes.
So the next question would be, what is one most favorite thing that you would like to do in your free time?
I love to spend time with my brother. I love doing that. And if he is not around, then I find solace in writing. And I feel the most peaceful when I write. And when it comes to writing, I don't really write what happened in my day. I just tend to sit in a place and the things flow in me. And I have observed that the things that I've written have somehow been always related to the gratitude in the present that I have. I acknowledge what has happened in the past week. I'll say some lines because that comes out of the practice of that I've been practicing for 10 years now. And the next segment would be now from on, where I'm going. and how much of my goals are yet to be done. So I put a tick mark, as you would have seen on the TED Talks. I put
Okay,
a
so
tick
you have a
mark,
checklist.
and a future list, and the increment of goals that I keep in that.
That's amazing. And the next question is one beauty advice that you would like to give to all.
Self-confidence, that's about it. So, the more shallow and incomplete that we feel inside, the more we try and fix our outside. The day you realize that there is something beyond your outer experience, outer look and outer things, because they're so temporary. It's going to die out tomorrow. Tomorrow then you will worry if you will have a freckle, if you have a wrinkle, if you don't look good. So the real confidence, when I say, comes from the core of you, the soul of you, what you're made of, with the work that you've done on yourself. It has nothing to do with the exterior of you. Which is why sometimes when it comes to the priority of things, I tend to forget that I have to get my nails and say they're not done. Rather, I will focus on maybe learning something new. I'll spend my time lazying in bed and listening to a nice podcast, because that is designing and beautification of my soul that eventually will reflect on my face. I will make you forget how I look by the way I will talk with you or connect with you, because that is what I worked on. You know what I mean?